Welcome to Renaissance City, a Prowlers and Paragons actual play produced by TTRP Theater. I am Duke Walter, your game master. Myself and a group of friends have come together to spin some tales, have some laughs, and hopefully entertain you with our stories of superheroes. The Prowlers and Paragons system is a rules-light role-playing game that allows us to live out the fantasy of being the heroes and villains. Saint Shadow is played by Jazz Abramowitz. The Scarlet Spartan is Dean Martin Jr. Cotton Dearborn and King are played by Chris Freedom. TTRP Theater is a group of actors, artists, and gamers from all walks of life that collaborate to bring you compelling content. We are a diverse group that loves playing a diverse set of games in a diverse set of styles. We have created a community for all people to come together and help us tell stories that we can all be proud of. Be sure to visit ttrptheater.com for all of our content. Okay, let's get into the show. Ramen has landed on the corner of the building. Shadow and King are standing over the unconscious body of this being, this gray, featureless being that seemed to be an exact replica of the Sable not long before. The Sable's head seems to be on a swivel, left, right, looking up, looking down. They seem to be very, very nervous.
Shadow approaches the body. Is it breathing?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna hog tie him.
Okay.
I've got some rope. Shadow always has rope because of all of the scaling that he does.
Bondage.
The grappling hooks.
The grappling hooks.
The bondage.
Not not bondage. It's actually grappling hooks.
Bondage.
And he's going to use that to hog tie him. I mean, this isn't helping with the bondage scenario. But he's going to hog tie him. You know, he's on his back, hands and legs tied together.
How he likes it.
Okay.
Wow.
That's my action. That's my turn.
King.
Well, roll some dice. Is he any good at this?
Yes, he's very good at this. He doesn't have to roll any dice to do it.
Oh.
As Shadow is tying up this thing, this being, person, whatever you want to call them, what are you doing, King?
The thing is awake or not?
No,
unconscious.
it's unconscious.
It's unconscious. Okay. I'm going to look over the edge of the roof and kind of assess what the other risks are, what the other threats are to our safety.
Okay. Ramen? King is making his way toward the edge of the building. Shadow has hog-tied his latest victim.
Sable standing there just looking around, looking nervous.
Yes.
And so Raymond comes up on the other side of the building.
So they were pretty much in the center of the roof. You landed in the corner.
Now, did he have some people following him?
Not really. You had made all the Barry Sanders moves. Dashed, jumped, leaped, spun, smashed, and then leapt your way up onto the roof. You were attempting to gain a vantage point
to look for these guys,
and you have come across your friends.
Well, he's just gonna jaunt over. He'll slap Sable on the way. Don't be so nervous, Sable. I'm here, and go see what King and Shadow are up to.
Right, you can see what King and Shadow are up to. Shadow is hog-tied the mimic. King is making his way over to the edge of the building.
Okay. Kill it. Kill that guy.
Duke, you're cracking me up.
Kill him.
Raymond, come here. I need your help.
What is it?
Do you have any extra fabric?
I'm going to make a sweater. It's going to look so cute on this guy.
I need some help blindfolding and gagging this thing.
I'll just pull his eyes and tongue out.
Well, maybe just some fabric.
I'm going to lean down there.
The Sable walks over and pulls out a knife and slashes off a piece of long coat that they're wearing. and hands it to you. If you're doing it, do it fast.
All right, thanks.
King, as you step over to the edge of the building, it is chaos down on the ground. There are multiple people that are looking and or pointing up at the building that you are standing on. You can hear shouts. You hear the engines starting on several vehicles, and you can see dozens of people running in different directions. Some running away, some running toward the building. At least half of them seem to be carrying weapons of some sort.
Oh, the gang's all here.
I'm going to drop off the edge of the building and swoop down and try to take out a few people with weapons.
Roll flight.
5.
Tell me how you take out 5 of the people that are running toward the building.
Noise.
I see a bunch of guys come out of the building that Shadow and Sable were delivered to. They're all carrying guns. They seem like the biggest threat, so I put my arms back and I kind of nesty plunge forward off the side of the building and just fall out. And then after I fall about a story, I swoop my wings out and angle down. I just kind of scoop all 5 of them up into the air with me and take them up, show them to Ramen, and then just release them. And they fall 4 stories to their death.
Tumble back to the ground.
Gnarly.
Slamming sickeningly onto the pavement below. I'm going to bet that is the one and only reference ever in the history of all actual plays to the nesty plunge.
The nesty plunge? I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it.
It drew the picture.
Ramen. King.
Okay.
Comes up the side of the building. You can see him. He has 5 of these guys squirming and yelling and, just general mayhem, and releases them. You see the 5 of them all fall screaming to the ground and thud against the pavement below. What are you doing?
Shadow, you got this?
I got it.
I'm going to go to the edge of the building, put his hands in his pockets. He's going to nesty plunge. And then as he's coming out, he's going to pull a couple of bolts out of his pockets and just heave them into the crowd.
Bolts?
Yeah, just like industrial bolts.
With the intent of killing some people?
Or really messing them up.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out what the end game is of you chucking a handful of bolts. Okay, roll.
King just dropped 5 dudes to their deaths. It's game on.
Are you jealous?
This is competition now.
No, not even. It's game on. It's go time. I'm not throwing bolts to knock people out. We got to take these guys down hard and fast.
Roni Lota.
Murder,
go
death,
for it.
Kill.
Roll might.
Okay.
Oh, if you're throwing them, though, roll agility.
Okay. Ooh. Come on, baby. I see a 4, a 6, 5, 3, 2, and a 6. 3 total.
If I remember right, the whole tone of the episode we're continuing was, don't forget, there are a bunch of innocents that just work at this factory.
Oh, yeah.
That 100%. Was the whole tone, wasn't it?
But just like every other episode, when we get to the next space, you guys don't give a fuck and you just kill everybody.
These guys have guns.
Right, exactly. They're a lethal threat.
I mean, there's some of these characters that have already shot at me.
Oh, yeah.
They will kill us. Let's kill them. Yeah. Okay, so 3 success.
Okay. Tell me how you do it. Tell me how you take out 3 of them.
He pulls out a couple bolts, some long 4-inch bolts, and as he's falling, he heaves them. One of them completely misses and sticks all the way through a truck engine block. The other one goes through 3 dudes' heads. Same left eye socket.
One bolt. That's great.
So you take out 3 of them with a single bolt, and you wreck one of the trucks that was turning as it was coming back toward the building.
Warm it up or whatever they were doing.
Yeah, the most interesting part is how many 4-inch bolts are in your pockets.
It probably should be established right now that I have at least 3 toothbrushes on me.
Okay.
Well, we know that.
In my pubic pocket.
No, none of them are in your pubic pocket.
That's where I keep them.
No, that's where you keep the picture. That's where you keep the picture of Cotton and Ramen.
And 3 toothbrushes.
Right. It's a big pocket, if I must say so.
I rolled
myself.
a 4 and a 1.
A 4 and a 1 for what?
5 bolts on my person.
You have 5 more. You have 5 more 4-inch bolts.
You know,
I can see it. He's got just like a little satchel of bolts that he like.
Yeah, it's just his pockets.
Plus, he can tie it to a stick and use it as a weapon.
I mean, he's literally holding a gun.
He can pound it through a 4x4 post and turn it into a spiked weapon.
Yeah.
Listen.
Oh wait, it's a
this
4-inch
guy-
bolt. That wouldn't work.
This guy has a technology of 3. I mean, he is obsessed with your technology and he is studying it and learning. And he picks up a 4-inch bolt. He's like, damn, I could throw that through 3 motherfuckers' heads.
He's holding a gun, and he chooses to throw
He puts it in
bolts
his
as
pocket.
fast as bullets. Just shoot the goddamn thing.
Bolt don't make as much noise.
Okay. Okay, so we've five more 4-inch bolts. Okay, great.
For just in case.
The Sable. So are you still standing on top of the building, or did you go off the side and
Yeah, Nesty plunged off and
No, he nesty plunged off the building.
Oh, that's right. You also Nesty plunged. So King is flying up above the building. Ramen has now landed on the ground. Shadow is on the roof. The Sable levitates up. We have company. And them saying that you had heard the engines starting before. This time you hear the steam and the gears moving. And you've heard this a couple of different times before, but you all immediately recognize the sound of those large tank mech units. Ramen, you see 3 of them come out of the big bay door in the center building about 80 to 100 yards from you. Shadow, what are you doing?
Shadow quickly finishes blindfolding and gagging the mimic, then briskly power walks to the edge of the building, does a nesty plunge off the building,
beautiful. We're gonna get an endorsement.
1 dagger in each hand, takes the nesty plunge down to the ground to start fighting.
We're getting fucking sponsorships this episode, guys. This is happening.
Is Nesty even a thing anymore?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
We're going to get sponsored by companies that don't exist.
You can tell that we're 80s kids. That's what you
Right.
can tell by this whole
Shadow.
interaction so far.
Power walks to the edge, does the Capri Sun splash.
Right?
Okay, Shadow, so you've hit the ground. You can see the three tank mechs have made their way out of the middle building. Are you going to move in their direction? Are you standing your ground? What are you?
I mean, did they take out like everybody that was on the
No,
ground?
there are still multiple people around you.
All right, well, I'm just gonna like start punching some people.
Okay.
Punching them.
Roll
Punchiness.
punchy punch.
I
Punch?
have this would be just a straight for me. It would be just like a straight agility or might type of roll.
For if you're just punching people to knock them out, use might.
Okay.
Damn.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Tell me how you take 4 of them out and where you end up.
So I do the Caprice on splash off the side of the building, come down like a goddamn swan with one dagger in each hand, land ever so gracefully on the ground. Standing right in front of me, less than a foot away, is one of these worker bees type. I kick at him, take him out in the knee, do a spin, elbow the guy who's coming up behind me, grab onto his shoulders, flip over, kick another guy in the face on the way down. And as somebody comes to try and help, I spring up and headbutt him across the nose, break his nose, knock him to the ground, and then shoot a look over at Ramen.
What's the luck?
And out of my pocket, pull out a small piece of paper, slowly unfurl it, 9.2, and put it back in my pocket.
You gave Raymond a 9-2?
I gave Raymond a 9.2.
Still no 10s.
For the bolt?
For his nasty plunge.
King delivered the first one.
I don't have to rate King anymore. He gets 10s.
Oh, okay.
Which we all know why. Meta, we all know why that Shadow rates King's 10s. Their little, behind the scenes trysts is it's well documented in our personal chats.
Let's just say
just cuddles.
Let's just say it's a big hairy secret.
That is not canon.
Yeah, just cuddles.
It is not canon.
Raymond.
We're surrounded by dudes, and 3 mechs are 80 to 100 feet out.
Yards.
80 to 100 yards. Okay. Oh, God. Do you remember what weapons he brought? He got the machine gun, don't he?
He has 5 bolts.
He has 5 4-inch bolts. There's a Colt on his hip. You were upset because you forgot to grab the pry bar.
He's always got the Tonto, though. He stole from that museum.
Okay. Do you have the pry bar strapped to your back?
We didn't bring crowbar. Right now we got a knife. That's what we're going to pull out. Going to pull out the knife and just ram through these dudes headed towards the tanks.
Try and take out as many guys on your way to the mechs as you can. Roll might.
Yeah. We're going to do, we're going to go back to the old nick and necks.
Oh, well then give me martial arts.
Okay.
Nick and necks. All right.
Come on, baby. Come on. Hot dice. Ooh. Stink. Oh, my God. Stink. Okay, I got 5 1s, 2 3s, and a 4. He nicks 1 neck. Zick.
So you take out 1 guy, but the reason you aren't as effective is one of the trucks has turned and is barreling straight toward you and Shadow. And right as you make your move to get past Shadow and you cut down the first guy, you see that truck is coming at you at about 30 miles an hour. And it's going to be on top of you before you can do anything else to anybody else. King, what are you doing?
I see the truck coming and I get kind of alarmed and I immediately head straight to the ground to land in a superhero squat so that I catch the brunt of the grill of that truck.
So you're not going to try to grab the truck. You're just going to try to be like a post in the ground to take the hit from the truck.
I want it to bend around me.
Okay. Perfect. I want you to roll toughness.
Nice.
Toughness. Ooh. Ouch.
Oh, no.
1.
Come on, dice. Make the fuck up.
1.
Oh, man.
Uno.
You land in front of this truck to stop the brunt of it as it is barreling down on Raymond and Shadow. You are going to take 2 harm. This truck rams into you, knocks you back. You land against Raymond. Raymond, I need you to roll toughness.
All right, here they come. Hot dice, baby. Come on. There we go. That's more like it. Hold on. We're rolling 3 more. 5 dice.
Tell me how you absorb the brunt of King being thrown into you from the impact of this truck.
I flip the knife up, catch it in my scabbard, and I see the truck. I mean, the headlights were in it. And King takes the hit, and then Spartan just kind of leans up against his back, and he's like, whoa, big fella.
The truck continues on. With the impact, one of the tires has started to wobble, and it veers off and runs over two of the other guys that were running at you, and is obviously just turning left and turning left. It looks like it's just going to keep circling. The three mechs are out. You see them kind of half squat. You hear an expression of steam out of them. You see their legs flex and they leap and they land about 20 feet from you, all three of them. As they are coming down out of the air, the Sable sails out over the edge of the building. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, goddamn, that's a good one. The Sable grabs one of them and uses its momentum against it and slams it into the ground, and one of its legs breaks off. It's not done, if that makes sense. I mean, it's not finished off. So it's kind of sitting cattywampus, kind of rolling on the bottom of the main part of its body. Shadow, what are you doing?
Do I need to dodge out of the way of this truck?
No, the truck veered off to the left.
Are there more goons around that I need to fend off?
No, not really. Not within your immediate vicinity.
And I'm going to go charging towards the mechs.
Okay. What are you doing?
Well, I'd like to charge at them, and I like to see if I can maybe use my perception skills or technology skills to see if I can determine a weak point in this machine.
Roll your intellect.
Intellect, okay. Ooh, hot dice. We got 3 successes with 2 sixes.
Oh, yes.
4 successes, 5 total successes on intellect.
You know that previously you had identified a panel that you thought probably contained some kind of access to inner workings on the suit that you had fought on the banks or on the steps of the bank all those weeks ago. I believe it was under the left arm.
Oh, yeah. I remember that now. Okay. So, and they're probably still, I mean, they're pretty far, right?
No, they're maybe 20 or 30 feet from you.
Oh, okay. So I could definitely get there in this turn. So what I want to do is charge at the mechs to the closest one and see if I can dislodge the panel covering by throwing one of my daggers at the area that I believe that panel is.
Throwing probably wouldn't do it. You would probably have to use it to pry it off, if that makes sense. So you would have to get there. I mean, and you totally can.
Gotcha. So then I'm gonna try and charge the mech, like get to the first one and like grab onto it rodeo style and see if I can pry open the bar with the panel with my dagger.
Okay. Roll might.
That's might, not agility, because I'm like climbing up. I'm like doing a rodeo clown kind of thing.
The rodeo clown climb is easy for you to do. You don't have to roll to do that. The prying part is the part that I'm worried about.
All right. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 total successes in might.
Yes. Thank
Some bitch. 5 1s, 2 3s, 2 5s, and 2 4s. So 2 successes. Yeah, you pry it open, and there is obviously some valves and some wiring inside that panel that you have now exposed. You don't have any idea what any of it does, but it is obviously some sort of weakness that you will maybe be able to use to your advantage on your next turn. Ramen, what are you doing?
Okay, did I observe Shadow? I mean,
You see Shadow run over there, bound up rodeo style, and then come down with his dagger. Yes.
flip that panel off.
Yeah, flipped it off. Gave it the finger.
Okay.
Yes.
Fuck you, panel.
I'm going to think he's got something going on there. He's going to race forward, hit a couple of jumps, move to this creature's left side, and heave a couple of bolts into that panel.
Into the opening?
He wants to try to just penetrate the panel with a hot bolt.
The panel that's on a different mech or the one that's open?
Right, a different one. He said there's three. There's three. We have one with a leg off.
Right, gotcha.
And then two standing.
I thought you were going after the same one that Shadow had just done. Okay, so roll might. Chuck a bolt at it.
Where did we get these bolts? I think I took them off of train track.
Penetrate that thing with a hot 4-inch bolt.
Hey, this is more like it. All right, hold on. 7 total.
Nice. Because I rolled 6 successes, so you tell it, I get to embellish. You did 1 harm.
So he bounces towards this damn thing, jumps hard to the left, and flings a bolt right into its armpit on that left side. It goes right through that damn panel. I mean, these bolts are a good projectile in his hand. And you just hear a sound, and it starts spraying out this gelatinous goo.
The goo comes squirting out from under its arm, and you happen to accidentally step in it. You weren't expecting this stuff to come out of it. You step in it and slip and fall to the ground as you are making your way past it. King, what are you doing?
I look over and I see Ramen throw this bolt, and the goo comes out, and it all happens so smoothly. It looks like Raymond's doing a Nestea plunge right into the grass. It's amazing. So I am going to...
I'm going to cut that joke, by the way. I'm going to cut that.
We got to get this money, man. Nestle's going to support us, right? I look over, and there is another truck sitting over there. And I'm going to go for the truck and try to drive it into the leg of the third mech and knock the leg out from under it.
From the one that already has one of its legs off? From the one that Shadow is on? Or from the one that Raymond just...
If those are 3 independent mechs, I'm taking the one with 1 leg.
Are you trying to drive the truck?
I'm driving the truck to knock the leg out from under this mech.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, is this Cotton?
Are you insisting that we have a vehicles roll this game? Is that why you're doing this?
We don't have to roll vehicles unless they're unique vehicles. This is a regular vehicle. You already proclaimed that.
That's true. Okay.
This is King?
King, I want you to roll 4 dice and tell me how many successes you get.
Okay.
King is driving a truck?
2.
The truck slams into the mech that is teeter-tottering there on the ground. You roll it over. You don't seem to do any damage to it, but steam explodes out of the front of the engine of this truck, and it is stuck there after running into the body of this mech. You are going to take... Nah, you're not going to take any harm. But you have the wind knocked out of you as you are impacted by the steering wheel.
No airbags? Damn.
It's 1923. No, there are no airbags. The Sable flies out over the rest of you. You know, the panel comes flying off. The oil or whatever the goo is that comes flying out trips up Ramen.
Hydraulic fluid.
Sure, if that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm just guessing too. I don't know.
They reach out their left hand. You see that familiar wave of energy come from them, and the mech that they had already slammed down into the ground and has just been impacted by the truck that King was driving. The body of that mech, it looks like a large hand has grabbed hold of it and just crushes it in on itself. Sparks fly, steam goes shooting out the sides of it. The possibly hydraulic fluid is now squirting out of several cracks in the hull of this thing. And it is laying there crumbled up on the ground next to you. The other two, one is going to swing around on you, Shadow. It's going to raise up its arm, and it's going to try to shoot you with its gun. You can roll toughness or agility, depending upon whether you're going to try to withstand it or dodge.
I'm going to try and dodge.
Okay. 3 successes.
Hot dice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 total.
As it raises up the Gatling gun arm, tell me how you avoid the bullets.
First I dip, then duck, then dodge, then dive, and then I dodge again.
Taking a cue from Ramen once again, it's amazing how much of a copycat Shadow actually is.
We're teaching each other, man.
Very, very little original thought. They just really want to be the Scarlet Spartan.
We're teaching each other our moves.
Yep.
That's
You're
right.
just learning from each other all the time.
Who doesn't want that? I mean, that's an admirable guy.
It's true.
I'm going to take power walking back to Mayheim. An ST plunge. Trademark.
All right.
Raymond, what are you doing?
Okay.
You are on the ground, having slipped and fallen in whatever the goo is that shot out of the
Damn it.
armpit of the mech.
So I only have 3 bolts left.
Yep, down to 3.
Yep. He's gonna start counting down. 3, 2, 1, and he pulls the bolt and he slings it. And he's just casually getting up from this goo, and then he's gonna pull that bolt and just sling it sidearm with 0 seconds left on the clock.
Okay. What sport are you emulating at this point? Basketball?
Basketball? Don't they have basketball? Larry Naismith. When did he invent basketball?
Yeah.
Is that right, Larry? No,
In
that
the
ain't right.
like late 1800s, early 1900s.
1890 or
Dr.
something like that?
Dr. James Naismith is the
Name
name.
James, yeah.
with
And yeah,
with
it
a
was like
I think
1890 something. Or,
with a peach bushel basket, right?
right.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yep. Big hit. Big hit in the 1920s was basketball.
Detroit got a team.
It was all second tier sports. There were no professional basketball
yeah.
teams at that point.
No, it was, but you had your regionals and whatnot.
All skinny white guys with short shorts.
And super slicked over hair.
Right.
Hella pomade
Okay.
on the court.
Right. And not an ounce of athleticism.
Right.
Maybe an ounce, but not much more.
All right, so he's just going to casually get up. He's counting down. He's going to take a shot at the hoop with this bolt. Try to sling it in there with as much velocity as he can get on it. What roll you want?
Same. Agility.
Come on, hot dice. 2.
And what were you aiming for with that bolt?
The hoop.
What does that mean?
I mean, the first bolt shot a hole through it, and the second bolt's going to go in the hole.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's more like threading the needle.
The mech saw you fall to the ground. You make the second throw, and it turns to face you as you make the second throw, and it just bounces off of the armor. You are off balance enough and just couldn't get enough behind it to actually pierce the armor this time. it's going to take a shot at you. Roll agility or toughness, depending upon how you would like to.
Okay. He's gonna try and dodge.
So agility.
Okay, here we go.
2 successes this time.
So we got that by 1. Yep. 3.
So as the Gatling gun arm spins around and fires off at you, tell me how you avoid the bullets.
Raymond's heard this thing before. I mean, he recognizes its cadence, the beat to the gat. And so he just kind of stands right in front of it and just does this quick wiggle dance. Barely dodging, but dodging nonetheless.
Like a hula hoop?
Yeah, just
what's a wiggle dance? I got it, dude. You got to tell me what the hell a wiggle dance is. Come on. You can't just say wiggle dance.
The Gatling gun's going blah, 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 blah. And he just times it right. He just kind of slightly wiggling just to barely dodge these bullets. He recognizes the rhythm.
And so you're doing like a samba to avoid the bullets?
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, samba.
I mean, you're the one doing the wiggle dance. I don't, you know what I mean? Is that like, are you inventing the Wiggles from Australia, the kids' TV show?
I mean, it's just herky and weird, just quick dodges, quick minuscule dodges, just to barely skip past those bullets.
Gotcha.
It's maybe more twitchy than wiggle.
King, what are you doing?
I am going to run up the side of the building as far as I can get traction. I'm going to backflip off the building and try to land all 4 of my appendages sprawled out across the face of this mech to try to blind it from attacking my friends.
The one that Shadow is on, or the one that Ramen Shadow? Okay.
Is it that big? Is it that big?
Yeah, these things stand 10 feet tall, man.
Okay, they're like
10
the size
feet?
of Volkswagen.
Oh, I was thinking these things were like 40 feet tall. Are they 10 feet tall?
Yeah, dude, they're like 10 feet tall, 10 feet wide.
Oh, God. As tough as they are, as much as they kick our asses.
They're like a big round ball with legs and arms. One arm has like a wrecking ball for a hand, and the other arm has like a Gatling gun on it.
I drove a truck into this thing, and it just harmlessly tipped over. I mean, I didn't do anything to it. I thought I knocked a 40-foot robot over.
No, your truck was on a wobbly wheel. You had a hard time controlling it.
I declared that it was the second truck.
That's what the dice said. It's not fucking. It's
basically a Volkswagen Bug with arms and legs.
Yeah,
that's what I've been picturing.
I'm now hanging off the back of a frickin' mech with my hands over its eyes, trying to keep it from attacking anybody.
Okay.
I mean, it's 10 feet tall. I'm 7 feet tall. I mean, we're pretty much there.
No, you're not. No, you're not, dude. Stand next to someone that's 7 foot tall compared to you at 5'10".
I know how much a foot is. I'm just saying, like, it's not like it's towering over me. It's right there. It's right there.
Yeah, it's right there.
It's right there.
You're super heavyweights.
Yes.
Unlimited.
Super heavyweights.
What do I need to roll? Do I need to do anything?
Roll agility.
4.
You now have wrapped your arms around and are covering up what is the sight hole slit at the front of...
Do I get to tell it my way?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, so I run around this mech trying to confuse it, scoop up a handful of hydraulic fluid that had piled onto the ground. I run up the side of the building, arc up, throw my wings out, and do a little backflip. And exactly when I get upside down, I look over at Ramen and wink at him. And then I flip and land on this thing's back with hydraulic fluid on its face. I smear it to cover its eye holes, and I'm hanging on there to see what it's going to do next.
Okay.
And when I hit the back of this robot, it's got a little bump out where its butt would be. And it kind of racks me a little bit. And I'm sitting there just kind of cringing, just like in, lion balls are just aching.
You have
terrible.
testicles now?
Yeah.
So we last time you created a pubis pocket. Previously, you had said you had no genitalia, and now all of a sudden
I said it's not visible. It's not that I don't have any.
Oh, it's inside your pubis pocket. I gotcha.
It's fur hidden. I've got a masterful 70s bush. It's just a big old bush it's a lion's. I call it my mane. Protects my junk from the elements.
Oh.
Every time. You just really have to you have to go there
every time. Every time.
Every single time you have to go there. Okay. The Sable is still levitating up in the air above the whole scene. So they swoop out and kind of away from you all, back not towards the center building where these came from, but back in the opposite direction of that. And you hear them yell out, "There's more coming! There's more coming!" And they kind of disappear around that end of the building. Shadow, what are you doing?
So I'm still on this mech, right?
Yep.
And now
King is also on that mech, smearing hydraulic fluid into the open slit, where the pilot is typically able to see out of.
Okay.
And he just nutted himself.
And just racked himself a little bit. Yes, you can see the discomfort in King's face. Yeah, you hear the slight groan.
Is it gonna take?
So the first thing Shadow does is punch King in the arm. Slug bug, no takebacks. And then I grab a handful of wires in the panel that I've dislodged, and I just start yanking wires, just as many wires as I can get to.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that would just be might. Roll might.
Because that might be successful.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total successes.
Tell me what happens when you disable the mech.
Shadow starts yanking wires. He grabs a handful of black wires, yanks them out, sparks start flying. He grabs a handful of blue wires, yanks those out. Liquid oil or antifreeze or something just starts spraying all over. Steam starts shooting out of the mech from behind where its knee would be, where the equivalent of its elbow would be, under its neck, and it just it starts lurching around sort of in this meandering kind of crawl until it just crumples and falls to the ground, face first in the grass.
Ramen, you have just been shot at. You did a little wiggle dance, samba, to avoid the bullets.
Wiggle flow. Yes, wiggle flow. Okay. The ground's all slick, so it makes the wiggle flow even that much more wiggly. But the he's working his way up near him. I mean, he's going closer and closer to the gat, and then he's just gonna slip it, slide out, and with all of his strength, he's just gonna punch through that panel with the bolt hole in it.
Okay, might give me that super punch.
Super punch. Hot dice, baby. Come on, get on it. Oh, yeah. Okay. 3 times, baby.
As you are trying to make your way up to it, you pull down to swing up hard, to try to put your hand through that hole, and the ground is just too slick, and you are set off balance, and you just swing wide of the mech. King, what are you doing?
Rough night for Ramen.
Guys, we got to get the hell out of here. I'm going to grab the mimic. I say, let's go. Let's go toward the boats.
You're going to fly up to the roof?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a flight roll.
5.
Tell me how you get up there and grab the mimic and where you end up.
I'm just going to fly straight up there, swoop down close enough just to snatch him up by the ropes and get him under an arm. I'm going to head off in the other direction, kind of looking over my shoulder, making sure somebody's trailing behind me, making sure they're following my lead.
So you're headed off across the building in the opposite side of where you just were fighting? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, but I'm looking for them to run around is what I'm hoping.
Gotcha. The mech turns Ramen and is going to try to smack you with that wrecking ball hand.
Club fist.
Yep.
Okay.
So if you want to dodge, agility. If you want to try to withstand, roll toughness.
We're going to attempt to dodge.
That's 2 6s and then 2 more 6s. We're already at 7.
Oh, damn. This is going to hurt.
That's 8 successes.
Big oof.
Big oof.
All right, here we go. Ain't rolled yet.
No, you ain't rolled yet. Hot dice, baby.
Yeah. All right. 3 plus 5 plus 1. So 6 together. Not bad.
Not bad. You take 2 harm.
Not bad.
You take 2 harm as it spins around. You go for the punch and it's spinning away from you and brings that right arm around with that wrecking ball and just cracks you right up against the shoulder and knocks you 10 feet back. King, you can see the Sable. They are wreaking havoc on the people and such on that other side of the building. You can see them using their powers to push people to the ground and out of the way. Shadow, what are you doing?
So I'm going to go after the mech that Ramen is messing with.
Okay. In what way?
Try and replicate. I know where their weak spot is. So again, I'm going to charge up and try and see if I can get that panel dislodged.
Okay. Roll might.
1, 2, 3 successes.
You pop the panel off the side, exposing the same setup as the previous one. The wires, the valves, the whole thing. Ramen, you see Shadow as they run up, pop that panel off that you had weakened with your bolt earlier.
Yeah.
Your 4-inch bolt of doom.
Man, pick one of those up, dude. You're like, this thing could mess somebody up.
That's what she said.
I'm guessing you were messing with 4-inch bolts at work in the last few weeks or something?
Yeah, I don't know. There was some bolts.
Is that what inspired you?
Yeah, there's always bolts. Hell, I've got some here too. I've got railroad ties. Those would work well too, I bet. Bing, bing, bing.
Great. That'll be the next weapon that Raymond improvises with.
I have 5 railroad ties in my pocket.
Hey, why not?
Each of them weighs 2.5 pounds.
Dude, but this guy throws it at you and it goes through 3 people's heads.
No, you're not wrong.
I mean, it's bigger than any bullet you're going to shoot. Okay. So, man, this thing has tied me up for long enough. Man, he's used to the muck, so he's going to skate upon the hydraulic fluid and man, I guess he's just going to try to get his fist in there.
Okay. Roll might.
He's going to skate up, fake to his right, go hard left underneath the Gatling gun, and try to slip a fist into this panel hole. Okay, what do you want? Agility?
No, give me a might roll. Or martial arts.
Okay, we'll give you a might. 4 total.
tell me how you disable this mech unit after throwing your hand in there.
Oh, getting killed with it. All right, he's gonna glide over there. The ground's all slick with hydraulic fluid. He's been slipping all over it. Now he's just gonna use it to his advantage. And he's gonna skate across it. And as he gets near him, he gains speed. And then he just jams his hand up his hole and wiggles it around vigorously. It just collapses in a heap.
Perfect. King, you are flying off the opposite direction over the other side of the building, holding the hogtied, bound, gagged, blindfolded doppelganger. What are you doing? Where are you headed?
Well, so my intention is to go to the docks so we can find an exit. I'm looking behind the guys that I called to leave with me and noticing that nobody's coming around the building.
No one has come up over the building or around the building
Right.
at this point. It's you and Sable.
Right. So I guess
Shot us up the ass.
I'm gonna set the doppelganger down, and I'm gonna make an attempt to take out as many motherfuckers as I can.
Okay.
Yeah. We're here to fuck shit up.
Yeah, roll might.
5.
Tell me about the 5 different motherfuckers that you fuck up, as you so succinctly and creatively put it.
So I'm a wordsmith. What can I say? I lower my head as if I'm ramming with my horns, and I run right at this one motherfucker right in front of me. I pick up speed, and right as I'm about to get to him, I put the tip of my left wing on the ground, and I throw my body up sideways, and I kick off his face with my right rear paw. And then I proceed to kick off another face with my left paw, and another, and another, and another. And I run off 5 motherfuckers' faces. And they all lay there in a pile of flesh on the ground as
Broken necks.
Swing around and land on my feet and take a bow.
The Sable sees you do this Neo run around the faces, breaking necks and smashing skulls with your feet. They fly down next to you. Where are we headed? As they say that, you can see 10 more of these Tank Mech suits come out of the second and the third building down from you on this side.
Oh, crap.
Ramen and Shadow from the second and the third building down on the other side that you are standing on. You can see another 8, maybe 10 of these Tank Mech suits come out the large doors on the sides of the building.
Great.
Ramen, King,
Hmm.
Kaka. I know their weakness.
I'm gonna roar and take off toward the docks, just in hope that they follow the sound, because we're all gonna come together.
Are you grabbing the mimic up before you go?
Absolutely, yes. Thank you for reminding me. I would not have forgotten him there, but I didn't say it out loud.
Can I see King?
No.
We're on opposite corners of the building.
You're on opposite sides of the building.
And Sable is close to King.
Sable is with King, yes. But you know that
Wow.
King went up and over the other side of the building and was yelling at you, "Let's go, let's go, let's go."
And we're still relatively close to the building, 30 feet or so. The mechs
Yeah.
aren't that far away.
No.
Ramen, boost me up onto the building.
Okay. I'll just do the hand cup, squat down.
Yep. And Shadow runs towards it, gracefully leaps right inside the cup.
And then Raymond just launches him.
2 men, 1 cup.
Handcuff. Launch.
Shadow spreads his arms wing style mimicking
And
King
Nesty plunges onto the top of the building.
visibility. Nesty plunge style. Nesty plunge styly. Sorry. It lands onto the building.
Okay, you're on the roof of the building. Ramen.
All right, he's out here. He's surrounded by these tanks.
You're not surrounded by them. You can see them coming out of the second building and the third building on the far end of the property.
Okay. He's going to run right back into the building. Ground floor. Make a door if he has to.
He's taking the stairs.
Okay, into the building Raymond goes. Shadow, you're on top of the building. What was your intent after you got on top of the building? The mimic is not there.
And King's not there.
You can see King and the Sable flying off in the opposite direction in the same direction as you are running.
So I start yelling and screaming and waving my arms, trying to get their attention.
Raymond, you get inside the building. What are you trying to do?
He's going to, he launched Shadow to the top of the building. He's assuming Shadow's going to the other side. So he's going through the building.
Okay. The guy that could leap over the building is going to run through it while the guy who could run around the building is 2 men,
He's
one
running through it
over the top of it. Okay. Blasting through it.
He's running through it.
Okay. Okay.
He wants to damage the place as he goes through.
Roll perception, see if you can find any bolts laying around.
Shut the fuck up, please.
Can I? Hey, no.
No, you said you were trying to do as much damage as you possibly can while you're getting through. Roll might.
But Raymond, he's always there for a smash and grab.
Right. You're smashing.
He's always got his eyes out for something.
Okay, so let's smash. Tell me how much you smash, and then we'll see if you find something to grab.
Oh, okay. Four dice.
Okay, you are able to wreck some shit in this building as you are making your way through. Roll perception.
Okay. He's just smashing pipes.
Yeah.
Breaking light bulbs.
Just grabbing hold of posts, knocking shit over.
Yeah, knocking the doors off of things. 4 plus 6 together. Okay.
What do you find as you are smashing your way from one side of the building to the other?
When it comes to borrowing, he's always open-minded. But this fireman's axe grabbed his attention. He grabs it as he's barreling through the ground floor.
You smash your way out the other side of the building. You see King and the Sable flying off in the same direction. Shadow, you hear Raymond smash through the bricks clattering out. You see the dust rise up and the streak of red that is taking off in that same direction. What do? You're like, hey guys, don't leave me behind again.
Help! Somebody catch me.
Guys, not again. Don't leave me behind again.
There's a locked door keeping me up here.
You know what? I've had enough of that fucking joke, Chris. Serious.
I just absolutely love the thought of you you're a freaking hero and you can't get in a door. That's just the best thing.
It happened in an episode that isn't even canon, so we've just made it canon.
I just love it.
All right, so Shadow will sprint across the building on top of the roof and then leap off the building onto the ground and give chase.
You mean Nesty Plunge?
Yes, I meant Nesty Plunge off of the building into a brisk path walk onto the ground and give chase.
Exactly.
Dude.
I want Ramen and Shadow to give me either might or agility rolls, and King to give me a flight roll. Let's see how fast you're moving.
All right.
Sweet. Oh!
5 for King.
4 plus 3 plus 1. 7 together. Woo-hoo.
7 for Shadow.
Woo, baby.
you all streak away from this building, and you can hear that same hiss of steam, and all of these mechs lift off the ground and are leaping as if they are going to try to catch you and or keep up with you. But you guys have made quite a distance ahead of them. You all are moving much faster than they are at this point. It's not that they are out of sight. Several of them are actually going to fire at you as they are giving chase. 1, 3, 3, 1. Okay, well, 0 successes there. Since we're giving chase, let's just do it the way we've done chase in the past, except we're not rolling vehicles against each other. Let's roll movement versus movement. So give me another movement roll, whether it's flight, agility, or might.
Two.
3. He's a sprinter.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You guys are easily able to keep ahead of this group, but now the second group has made their way over the building, and you have 2 waves of these mechs that are following you at this point. They're a good distance behind. They're probably 250 yards behind you. They're not close by any stretch. You guys are continuing to increase the distance between you and them, but they are still giving chase. It's not as if they have given up. They fire on you all again. There are multiple... Ooh, that's a better roll.
Not for us.
I want everybody to roll either toughness or agility, whether you are resisting or avoiding as these bullets rain down on you.
God dang. Toughness is a better roll, but he's going to dodge. He'd just rather not get.
3 toughness.
5 total for Shadow.
4. 5 total. 5 total.
5 for Ramen, 5 for Shadow, and 3 for King.
3 toughness for King.
The Sable puts up a barrier behind you, King.
Ooh, nice.
As the bullets come whizzing through. The other 2 of you are easily able to avoid the rain of fire that is coming in your direction, but the ground is exploding next to you. Movie style, action movie style, as these massive guns are just unloading as they're giving chase. I just looked up the range of a Gatling gun, the effective range of a Gatling gun. It's 1,000 yards. That's fucking wild. I never would have guessed that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And this is a super sci-fi Gatling gun.
Right, on top of it.
Yeah.
So, let's roll movement again. Oh my god, 4 3s, 0 successes.
We'll take it. Let's gain some ground.
4.
Also 4.
4, 4, 4. How about that?
You guys continue to streak away from this group. At this point, King and Sable, you can start to see the water above the tree line. The 2 of you, Ramen and Shadow, are you keeping to the roads? Are you just running through the forest, trying to keep your eyes on King and Sable? What are you doing?
We're going as the crow flies. Whatever route our flyers are going, I guess we'll just try to trail them. We can.
Yeah. Quickest distance between points.
Okay, I want the 2 of you to give me a perception roll, please. Let's see how easy it is for you to keep track of them as they're flying and as you're trying to run through the underbrush.
Dice tell their story.
5, baby.
4.
I should probably have a disadvantage for trying to fly with the mimic.
No, you shouldn't. You're fine.
No?
Okay. Dude, you're strong as fuck.
Just trying to be
you're
honest.
straining them like a
You're
duffel
strong
bag.
as hell.
Okay.
No, I get it. I mean, I get what you're trying to say, but King is so strong that carrying a small little being of that sort, you would have no issue with.
Plus, he's like packaged up. He's like hogtied, so you can just grab
Convenient for convenient.
Yeah,
Just
grab
got him
like a
wrapped up
sack.
under one of your big old hairy ass arms.
Suitcase carry, no big deal.
Right.
Yep. Shadow, how many successes did you get?
4.
4. Okay. You guys have no problem keeping track of them as you're moving. The forest around you is getting ripped apart as they continue to chase you and fire on you with these Gatling gun arms of theirs. You have probably 450 yards ahead of them at this point. What are you doing?
Shadow, what's the damn plan?
I continue to like wave my arms and try to get their attention so that we can all circle up together instead of 4 of us just running on our own.
I think at this point we're balls out, man.
Right.
Shadow streaking through the woods. Hey guys!
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm ahead of him, not looking back. So I'm flying toward the coast.
yeah, I don't know what they expect to happen down there. Just a clearing to fight on.
You wanna stop and have a little brain sesh where we meta this out for the next hour?
Like I said,
Right. I'm still going to the coast.
I think we are running our damn asses off.
All right.
I'm just giving you shit.
I just had an idea how we can fucking fight these things, but just keep running. Don't pay attention.
Well, we haven't heard the idea.
Yeah. I'm trying to find you and get a hold of you, and you're, oh, I'm ahead of you. I'm just going to the coast. Well, go to the coast,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll be at the coast when you get your ass kicked. I'm at the fucking coast.
Our flyers aren't even paying attention to us.
Feet up, having a cocktail, you son of a bitch.
Just make a fucking proctology appointment and not use your psychic
Yeah.
power.
I mean,
Right.
we can't get these guys' attention.
I want to smell and see if Jazz is being a pussy right now. I want to see if I can smell his fear.
No, he's being a badass. I mean, that's the plan, man.
King is continuing to fly forward. Shadow is trying to get everyone's attention. Ramen, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm with Shadow. That boat may be gone. Yeah, I'm yelling at him. What's the plan, Shadow? What are you thinking?
Shadow, you know how to get my attention.
Caw-caw, caw-caw.
Caw-caw.
You did not respond.
I didn't hear that. Okay. I can't hear your arms waving, buddy. I'm looking the other direction.
Okay.
Oh, Shadow wants me. I'm gonna drop down to the ground so we can have a conversation with 37 freaking robots chasing us.
It's going to keep running.
Perfect.
I'm just running to the coast.
Well, you run right on by me because I'm waiting for a council meeting
Where we're just
in the middle of the forest.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I don't know what the coast is gonna do.
I see you run by and I go, caw. Shadow, wait.
Analysis paralysis.
I hate you so much.
Shadow, for real. What's going on? What do you have in mind?
Listen, I have an idea. They have a weakness underneath the arm. There's a side panel. Sable, can you direct your psychic powers to the point where you could dislodge them all?
We're jumping and juking through the forest.
I don't know that I could get all of them at the same time.
Can you do one at a time from a distance?
I can certainly try.
I think we make a stand.
How many? I mean, there's what, 20 of them back there? 15, 20 of them?
I took down 2. Me.
There's that many of them.
We know their weakness. We can do this.
Trucks don't do much harm. Heads up.
We're running, right?
Yes, you're moving forward.
And yelling this at each other.
Yep.
It's a comic book, dude.
Yep.
Here's what I think. What if the 3 of us get them to continue to chase us off in one direction so that the Sable can kind of not be at risk and be maybe behind them or beside them using this power so it could be more effective?
I mean, I can't turn myself invisible
No, but you could hide behind a tree.
and just wait for them to come past. and then hit them from
No,
behind?
we're gonna take them off to the east over here. You just kind of crouch down behind a bush, and they're gonna follow us, and they'll just feel their metal popping off. Well, they won't feel it, but they'll just start to disassemble as you do your magic, and they'll be fighting us.
Okay. You take them off that direction. You guys make a stand, and I get up behind them and try to pop those panels off to make it easier to take care of them. Okay. Yeah, we can try it.
We got to stay on top of these things. We got to stay close.
And if as you pop them, when you get the opportunity, also, I've found success if you can just yank the valves and the wires out. So if you have the ability to focus your psychokinesis and do that, you can take these things out too, Sable.
Great. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Let's try it. Because I don't know what we're going to get off this island being chased by 15 or 20 of these guys.
Give me a foot. I'm going to fly all three of us up so they can see us and follow us off to the east a little bit. Once they give chase, then we'll know we've got the trap set.
Shadow lurches into like a cat run on all fours, kicking up his leg, waiting for King to grab it.
Raymond, give me a leg, bro.
What about your man purse? He has a handful of a mimic. I'll grab a leg.
He's in my pubic pocket.
No, he isn't.
I'm just kidding. I just keep forgetting about this guy. Somebody hold this guy. I gotta fly us up.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You got that guy in your hands.
Dude, this is the life I lead every day. I don't remember the shit I'm even holding. This is just sad.
So you grab hold of Shadow, you toss the mimic to Ramen, grab hold of Ramen, and take off flying?
Yes, and we're flying up. Should I roll?
Yeah, give me a flight roll. Here comes the tough one. The covert roll.
4.
4?
4.
Woo! That's 3 successes and a 6. Covert for the Sable. And another 6.
Yeah.
Nice.
And a 4. Nice. 5
Dope.
Covert for the Sable. Holy shit. It's a good plan. At least the dice think so.
Right.
I don't know if anybody else thinks so, but the dice do. Okay, so you all take off to the east. I assume you're letting the group kind of catch up to you, right? Of these mechs?
Right. We're like taking our time trying to bridge the gap.
Are you trying to hide and ambush them as they come by? What are you...
Oh, I don't think so.
Are you just going to drop down and wait until they show up?
My plan is to draw them off course so I can get them walking away from Sable. The minute we have that going for us, and I know Sable's not been detected, then I'm going to drop us all down and we're going to come in for a melee.
Just charge in head first.
Hell yeah. Perfect plan.
I mean, pretty much.
Okay.
Do we get some air?
Just above the tree line so they can see us. That's the only objective. All right, Raymond, they're following us. It's working. It's working.
Yeah, the Sable drops down into the trees and disappears. You don't see them.
Raymond, let me throw you like a projectile. Get in there and start tearing shit up.
Good.
All right. I'm gonna attempt to throw Raymond at one of these mechs as hard as I can.
Fastball special.
Yep.
By the foot.
Right. 7.
Oh.
Fuck. Okay. So you toss Raymond. Raymond, I want you to tell me how you, in this scenario, do 5 harm to the first mech that you come up against.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Flings him by the foot. Raymond is whipping head over heel, head over heel, head over heel. He slings that mimic right at the eye hole of the first mech coming at him. Turns himself into a blade, his feet first, and just jams right where that mimic is into the eye hole of the mech.
So you're flailing head over feet. You had hold of the mimic? I thought Shadow had hold of the mimic.
Nope.
Okay. You are using the mimic as a projectile, and then you are cramming the mimic with your feet through the eye slit of the mech.
No, he's doing 5 damage. He's just piling into that thing with his feet first. He's going to be up to his waist in that.
Right. But the mimic hits first into the eye slit of the mech, and then you come in on top of the mimic with your feet and slam through the front of this mech, pushing the mimic in through this eye slit and this hole that you have created in the front. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're trying to destroy the mimic at the same time as you destroy the mech.
5 damage.
Is that your intent?
Yeah, he's tossed him.
Damn it. We were preserving the mimic.
Why did you put him in my hand?
Well, I didn't think you were going to take off with him. I thought you'd toss him up to me as I threw you. But we didn't talk about it.
No, he instead tossed him into the front of the mech unit and has now obliterated the mimic as well as the first mech.
Perfect.
He was flung with a 7.
Shadow, what are you doing? No, you chose to fling him. He wasn't flung. You chose.
Yeah,
there's a difference.
That was 100% your choice.
That was your choice. It's not
Raymond,
like, I didn't have a choice. Yes, you did. You chose to fling the mimic.
Raymond got flung and had the mimic in hand.
And you could have told the story any way you wanted to, and you chose to kill the mimic. Because that's what Raymond does, is he kills everything that he comes in contact with that aren't his friends.
Right.
It would have made sense if I just threw you and we didn't discuss it, but I said, let me throw you. So we knew.
Yeah. No one ever said, hand me that mimic. He's got his hands full with this guy. He's got to get him out of his hands so he can get into battle.
Right, and so you chose to get him out of your hands by flinging him into the mech and then hitting him with both of your feet.
Right.
And blasting him in half. Because
he's totally like in a submissive supine position. But that's not good. You could have just set him down. But
he might as well have been an elementary school sign.
Right.
Just a rock sitting there. He was just another projectile to throw.
Yes. One of the many things that Raymond just picked up and decided to throw.
Throw a motherfucker
the tire
into another motherfucker.
That's right. That's right. Hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker. That's right. Raymond's MO.
He hasn't had a chance in a long time.
The fatal mistake here was me handing the mimic to Raymond in the first place. I should have known better than that.
Yes. Yeah. You should have known better.
Yeah.
Yes. I will I'm going to try my panel removal might roll on the next, on the closest mech to me.
You're going to run right back into the melee.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a roll.
1, 2, 3. 3 total.
Yeah, you're able to pop it off. You pop the panel off. 1 panel down.
I scurry up the mech and pop the panel.
Okay.
That was too easy. Nice.
King.
All right, I don't know what to roll, but my intention is to run at one, avoiding any aggression it may give me, come up to that panel and just sink my claws in the boundary of that panel and pry it off.
Okay, give me a might roll.
9.
Oh, damn!
So with 9, not only do you tear the panel off, but your hands go so deep into the metal that you are able to disable the entire thing. Like, you just swipe into it, and you know what I mean? That king move, with the claws out, yeah, you gut it. And, you are sprayed with all of the lubricant,
yes.
sparks flying, steam everywhere, and another one has fallen.
And I hold my claws out, and I'm bathing in a spray of lubricant with glorious might as I have slain the beast.
Love it.
So we're going to see what Sable can do from a distance. That's a pretty good roll. Shadow, you see the panel pop off 2 more of the mechs.
And there were 10 to start, and now there's 2 down.
There are 2 down, and there were 20.
20. Okay, so there's 18 left.
2 of those 18 have the panels popped off the side.
Okay.
Holy shit.
No, 3 have the panels popped off.
Right, because I popped off a panel. I just haven't disabled it yet.
I think since there are 20 of them, they've become minions, and we can kill them all in 1 roll of a dice.
Yes.
No, I am significantly decreasing depending upon how you attack them.
Right.
I'm significantly decreasing their toughness based on how you attack them. Okay. 7 of them opened fire.
We knew that was going to happen.
I need everybody to roll toughness or agility.
2 more dice. But he rolls agility.
6 for Shadow.
4 for Raymond.
6 for King. Toughness.
Ramen, you are going to take 1 harm. It's just a hail of bullets. The 6s from the other 2 of you, bullets are pinging off of the mechs as well. There are, you know what I mean? There are several of them that are trying to fire on each of you and are turning and are actually hitting other mechs in the group. So 2 more of the mechs fall.
Do the 2 that fall, are they out of commission? Or they just fell down?
No, they're out of commission.
All right.
They shot each other.
I imagine Shadow is sort of swinging around the mech that he's on to dodge the bullets. So he's he's got his hands wrapped around the mech's neck, and as the bullets are whizzing by, he just keeps swinging himself back and forth around this mech's neck, avoiding
Legolasing that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
King, are the bullets just bouncing off of you? What are you doing?
I'm dead set on downing another one. After my glorious victory, I'm running toward it, and the actual hydraulic fluid is creating a less friction, and bullets are just sliding right off my body as they hit me.
Shadow, you're up.
Okay, so I'm gonna yank the wires out of this one, take it out of commission, and then I'm gonna sprint to one of the ones that the Sable's already popped open the panel to try and see if I can get those wires yanked as well.
Give me might rolls.
For both?
If you're going to attack more than one, then the second one will be at -2 dice.
I have to use might to yank the wires? Because the panel's already open.
The panel is already open, yeah.
So I have to use might to yank the wires?
That's what we determined, yes.
Okay. 4 and 3 more rolls.
It's not a nimble task to grab hold of these wires and pull handfuls of them out or to yank pipes open. Okay. It's a strength test.
Okay, so 5 successes on the first.
Okay, you disable the first one. Are you going for a second one?
Yeah.
Okay. Take away 2 dice before you start rolling.
3 total.
You are able to take out the second one as well.
All right. Down to 13, guys.
Raymond, you're up.
He's seen these things shoot pretty freely in that they've hit each other. He's going to try to draw fire between them. And then he's going to hop around, make himself a very fast-moving target in amongst them.
So you're playing defense in a way. You're not attacking. Okay, yeah, we can definitely do that.
But I'm trying to draw their fire so that maybe they pop off on each other.
Right. So what's going to happen is during their turn, you're going to get 2 extra dice, and then we'll determine how that affects the way that they are when they go to attack the rest of you. Right. So okay. you can choose to defend as your action, and you give yourself an additional 2 dice.
Beautiful. Okay. He's trying to draw the fire.
Right.
I'm saying.
Yeah. King, what are you doing?
I'm going to go. There are 2 right next to each other, and I'm going to attempt with each claw to pull off the panels.
Okay. Give me a might roll, and then give me a second might roll at -2 dice.
The first one is 4.
Okay. You get the first panel off.
And 2.
The second panel doesn't come clean. tell me where you end up.
I'm gonna just run up and plant a paw on the thigh of this thing, what I would call the thigh. Grab the panel and like spring off toward another one. Take that panel with me, and then go over and try to get that other one off while I spring off of that thigh. Of course, my paw slides out and I miss, and it doesn't work out. So I'm just basically on the other side of them as they spin around, coming after me.
Let's see what the Sable can do. Okay. King and Ramen, you each see a panel pop off. King, you see the panel pop off the one that you had just attempted on, and Ramen, you see the panel pop off one that's close to you. They are going to attempt their attacks, so I need each of you to roll either agility or toughness, depending upon whether you are resisting or avoiding.
Always dodge.
4 toughness.
6 for Shadow.
You get 2 additional dice, Raymond, when you're rolling this time.
Yeah, roll it. 3 total.
3 total out of 10 toughness.
No, he used agility. Yeah, toughness is a better roll, but he's not sitting there trying to, catch this.
That's
shit
true.
with his
You're
teeth.
bounding around between them, trying to get them to shoot each other. Their aim is much better this time. King, you will take 1 harm. Shadow, you're able to avoid it. Raymond, you will take 2 more harm.
Oof.
That is 3 harm for you at this point. And that's 3 for King.
Yep.
Where does that leave you guys at, as far as your health is concerned?
I have 4 more. I have 7 total.
Yeah, health is at 3.
So you're hurting, for sure.
Yep. And they didn't shoot at each other, because they all hit me.
They had much better aim this time.
Yep. They all lit him up.
Damn.
Oh, are you gonna try to pull that?
Back to the top, Shadow.
So there are 5 panels that are currently open. So I want to go to the next mech that's got an open panel and yank some wires.
Give me a might roll.
4 successes.
You disable that mech.
Sweet.
All right, and then I'm going to run to the next closest one, give myself disadvantage, and attack again.
Okay, minus 2 dice.
Ooh, hot dice. 2.
There we go.
2 total.
You are able to pull some of the wires, and the gun arm is now disabled, but the entire mech is not disabled yet. So you've disabled one more, and you have partially disabled another one. Raymond, what are you doing?
I'm even looking at. I try to draw fire. They shot up those guys anyway.
There's 12 left with 5 panels open. I'm on one of the ones that has a panel open.
All right, well let's jump it. Let's leap over toward him. Try to kick him in the knee.
You're jumping and kicking the one that has the panel open?
We're just gonna get our hand in that thing. I'm worrying about kicking.
That's the smart choice.
That's the method that seems to be working. Right.
Roll might.
4 total.
You disable that one. Wreck inside of it, sparks fly, steam hisses, and it collapses to the ground. Are you making a second attack with the minus 2 dice, or are we moving on?
Okay, I'm gonna get to the next one. Yeah, we're in a race here. We're in a race.
Make a might roll, minus 2 dice.
4 total.
You drop another one. There are 10 left standing, 3 open panels. King, you're up.
I'm going to try the same maneuver I did last time and try to get 2 panels off.
You're trying to open panels? Okay.
2 panels.
Flying over there.
4.
Okay, you rip the first panel off.
Second one was 6 with a 2 dice advantage.
2 dice advantage or disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Okay.
And I got a 6.
Nice.
Sweet.
Okay, yes. 2 more panels open.
6 is not enough to pull any guts out and incidentally kill it this time. It's not a 9.
No, I'm not going to. No. I gave you that for 9.
It was nice. I'm just asking.
I'm just
never
asking.
know.
Come on. The Sable is able to get 2 more panels off. Okay, here we go.
We finally figured out how to fight these damn things.
Yeah, they're gonna figure us out real quick.
So roll agility or toughness, dependent upon Ramen, I assume you're still attempting to do the same thing, getting them to shoot each other by bounding around inside them?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to draw fire, but it doesn't seem to work. The less
there are still 10 of them firing off, so...
Right. The less there are, the better opportunities I got to... Yeah, he just wants to keep zigzagging between them, run around trying to draw their fire.
Okay. Agility or toughness? You tell me.
Agility.
Give me a roll. All of you.
Oh. 4 1s. Oh, I'm just not good at this.
3 toughness.
1 total.
7 agility success.
Shadam.
7 success, 1 for Ramen.
3 toughness.
3 toughness for King. 0 successes for the mechs on their
Nice.
firing. With the 7 and the 1, since the 2 of you amongst your agility were so successful over the top, they take out 2 more of themselves as they are attempting to fire on each of you.
So out of the 7 out of the 8 that are remaining, there's also 7 that had open panels. Did any of the open panel ones go down?
I had just rolled to see that. I gave it a 50-50 shot, odd or even. It's a closed panel one that were taken out, not open panel ones.
Dope.
So there's only 1 closed panel mech left.
Right.
Correct. Shadow, you're up.
I'm on one whose gun arm is disabled, but it's not disabled. So I'm going to do a might roll.
Okay.
And yank some wires, try to disable it. 1, 2, 3, 4 total successes on that one.
Down.
And then I'm going to actually run to the next one with an open panel and give myself the disadvantage and try and yank its wires as well.
Do it. -2 dice.
1, 2, 3 total successes.
You are able to disable another one. So you have taken out 2 more of these.
6 left, gents. 5 open panels.
The field around you is now littered with the hulking tank armors of all of these mechs. They are hissing, sparks are flying, the smell of hydraulic fluid and antifreeze fills the air as you all deftly have been ripping the guts out of each of these after Shadow discovered their apparent weakness. Ramen, you're up.
Okay, let's take off. Try to get 2 of them in eyesight. We're going to be making a big target, doing some jumps. I want to try to get their gun arms to follow my motion. And then when I hit the ground, I'm going to pretend to jump, not jump. Their arms will follow the motion. And then I'm going to lay those bolts right under their armpit.
Okay. So you're going to give them the pump fake when you get to the ground. It's basketball.
Synchronized robot murder.
Pump fake. Right.
And then bolts into the underarms. Okay.
And then zip. We got 2 left. Come on, bolts. Come on, bolts. 3. That's the first one.
-2 dice on the second one.
He's got 2-fisted.
That's in a melee attack. 2-fisted is melee attack.
So he's not ambidextrous?
That is not ambidextrous. Ambidextrous is a different power.
I got you. Okay. Ooh. 1. Sound like you were happy about that one, didn't it?
The first bolt obviously does some damage. The left side of it becomes inactive, but it's not. You don't completely disable the mech.
Damn it.
The second one, you're turning on a dime. You're trying to the pump fake. You can't fling it with your left hand as well as you can with your right hand. You're not a left-handed shooter. You're a right-handed, or no, maybe you're a left-handed shooter, not a right-handed shooter. Raymond's left-handed, right? Isn't that what that is? Isn't that what you've said before? Cannon is left-handed.
Yeah, I don't know how it happened. There was a pair of shears or something.
Who knows?
They were left-handed shears. I was like, oh, perfect, because he's left-handed.
Yeah, we just make shit up as we go along. So I'm sure 3 episodes from now he'll be right-handed. King.
I'm going to run in between 2 of them that are running together toward me. I'm drawing them together. And when they get right there, I'm going to try to pull wires out of both of them.
Okay, give me the rolls.
They're on the left side.
And I May not succeed. Okay, I got 4 on the first one.
Disabled.
And 2.
There are some sparks that fly, and its club arm goes limp, but you are not able to completely disable the second one. What does that leave us, Jazz? 3?
5 left, 2 partially disabled, and then 4 panels open.
You see the Sable fly up from out of the woods. Left hand raised out.
Oh, he's left-handed also?
Yes. The Sable has always been left-handed from the beginning of the show.
Hold on. I seriously.
My guess is that's what's happened with Ramen is that they decided,
Right.
or they forgot.
Oh, I get it. See, Raymond always tries to mimic everybody. That's why he was so threatened by the mimic. That's why.
That's it. Oh, that makes perfect sense.
That
actually,
makes,
now
that
that
actually.
you say that.
Now it all.
Oh shit!
Hey,
It all
You've
Lucky guys.
tied all the lines together.
this is single white female.
Shadow, I'm not sure he's not been a mimic all along.
right.
He is murdering any potential replacement. Anybody that will take attention away from him is being brutally murdered because these are his friends and he's not going to fucking share them with anybody.
I love it.
His abandonment issues lead him directly to brutal murder.
Please lean heavily into that psychology for the rest of this campaign.
Right. Maybe
I think that is great.
on Mayhem, that's how they show love is murder.
Right.
You murder for each other.
Well, yeah,
That's actually
yeah.
that translates.
Yeah, it really does. That fits right in with the established lore. I love it.
All right, he comes out and his left hand is out.
Sable flies up, left hand out, and they start to wobble in the air, and you see them fall to the ground, either hurt or unconscious. You're not really sure. So we have 5 left. We're gonna roll some attacks. I need everybody to roll agility or toughness, please.
3 tough.
3.
6 total for Shadow.
Nice. It goes Shadow.
King and Ramen, you will each take 1 harm. You're hurt.
Oh, yeah. He's bleeding bad.
Shadow, what are you doing?
Yeah, too many angles, too many shots.
Yep.
All right. There's 2 that are partially disabled, so let me run and try to yank wires on an open panel, non-disabled.
Okay, go for it.
You just 1 success that time.
There's too much of that goo on your hands, and it just slips right out as you go to grab hold of the wires and the pipes inside.
Yeah.
Raymond, what are you doing?
Gotta get close. Leap up and just try to punch right through the front of it.
Not into the panel, through the front armor.
The shoulder, right above the panel. Try to hit that joint,
Give me a might roll.
that weak spot.
So you're trying to punch into where the open panel is?
Yeah,
Okay. Roll might.
6 total.
Tell me about this punch.
He knows about where that panel is. He leaps up, makes a face at everybody, and then comes down and punches through the armor on his shoulder pad all the way into where that panel's at and wrenches the wires.
What face does he make?
Elvis lip. Boom.
So the sneer that will become a signature look 30 years from now for arguably one of the most famous Americans ever was invented 30 years before by a red skullet-headed alien.
People have been doing this since the dawn of time.
In Detroit. It's great. I love it.
Smash.
King,
I'm just gonna pull wires again.
give me the roll, baby.
Yeah, keep it simple.
Pulling wires.
You figured it out.
7.
It's boring at this point. You disable another one. That leaves...
7 and 4.
So you disable 2 more. There are 2 left standing, correct?
They both should be like partially
disabled. Yes.
Yeah.
The Sable is struggling to get up to his hands and knees off of the ground and is kind of wobbling there. These other two that are partially disabled, one turns with a gun arm and is going to fire on you, Shadow. Roll agility or toughness, whichever you would like. The other is going to take a swing at you, King.
Oh, shit. No, he's not.
7.
4 successes against you, Shadow. And you rolled
6.
King, you rolled 7.
7 toughness.
You lucked out because I rolled 6.
Nice.
Shadow, tell me how you avoid the bullets. And then King, tell me how you resist the club hand that comes around and swings at you.
Shadow remembers the last time he was hanging out with his family and his mom made him take salsa dancing lessons. And so as the bullets started flying, Shadow starts shaking his hips and doing salsa moves and avoiding every bullet in style, baby.
Wow.
So we've gone from a samba to a salsa. Excellent. King, how do you resist?
You would prefer I just step out of the way, I guess. Shadow just steps out of the way.
Wiggle flow.
Right.
No, I don't prefer that. I don't at all. I love it.
The wiggle flow.
The wiggle flow. King.
This arm comes swinging up at me, and just reflexively, I put my paw up, and I just catch it, and I just stare this robot into its eye slits and intimidate the shit out of it. And it just shivers. It just shivers and shakes for a second.
Perfect.
Robot.
Yep.
Sweet.
Shadow, you are salsa dancing away as
Starts
you
leaking hydraulic fluid.
begin to take your turn. What are you doing?
I'm going to go for one of these last two. Try and disable it completely. Okay. 1, 2. Come on, 6s. Give me some good. 3, 4 successes. 4 total.
You disable one of the last 2. Ramen, you're up. There's one left.
I'm going to draw fire.
No, there's no fire. King has hold of the wrecking ball hand, and it is quivering in robot fear as King is staring it dead in the eye slit.
Oh. It'd be chintzy if I came up and stole his kill.
Are you going to go, hey, dude, it'd be chintzy if I stole your kill?
All right, yeah, he's just going to bound up there, put a punch into the panel pocket, and try to do as much damage as he can.
All right, give me that might.
So it's a little slide to dip, come up, throw the shot. Come on, baby. Ooh. Three total.
The last of the mechs is disabled by Raymond's swift punch into the open panel. As you look around the field with these 20 different tank armors spewing various fluids and steam from these open ports that you have destroyed, you stare into each other's eyes, begin to blow kisses, and that's where we'll pick up next time.
I look over at Raymond and I say, you really gonna just steal a motherfucker's kill?
Hey everybody, thank you for listening. My name is Duke Walter, your game master. Renaissance City is a Prowlers and Paragons Ultimate Edition actual play set in an alternate 1920s Detroit. It's a bit noir, a bit sci-fi, and a whole lot of fun. You can follow me on Twitter at Invisible Duke. The Scarlet Spartan is played by Dean Martin Jr. Cotton Dearborn and King are played by Chris Freedom. Saint Shadow is played by Jazz Abramowitz. You can find all of our content at ttrptheater.com. We have links to our YouTube page, our Twitter, Twitch, all of those things there. Thanks again for listening. Join us next time for more Renaissance City.